quickly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Nick Cross there defensively.
Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll give it to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who burst onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie last year. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
You know it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. They'll roll him out right. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways.
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigating the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
Getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll go again here with Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, 48 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard lines.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points to Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Daniels. In trouble, and he's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Daniels looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. With it is Brown. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll go dead here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 14. 86 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Man alive! Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st down and goal at the 3-yard
Barkley.
line.
Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Commanders' 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break. Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run once more with JCM. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Owe. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Lane. Fighting through. Still going. They can't stop him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll break the huddle, sending 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. To throw is Daniels. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 21.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Eagles send out their punter now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First down. Here's Krosky Merritt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Back to throw. Daniels. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, score.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Krosky Merritt fights loose. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try again. This time he's in for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 21. Brandon McManus set to kick
Now
off.
McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass complete. Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
48-yard line.
Back to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
They'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Daniels looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to win.
First down.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it.
Eagles 29.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Commanders, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.